Oh,
There I am.
there's the pin.
Yeah, this is the proof of the buttons we have on order. So we're gonna have some limited editions of these buttons available. The palm your face button, as what it says on the bottom there, or at least as far as Google Translate claims. Anyway, so we'll see. Maybe somebody will come up to us and be all
This
mad
is
at it.
cool.
All right, so jumping right into it. I actually started. Wait, let's get the desktop audio there. There we go. Well, we're going to be playing with the remote pod, and this is so that we don't put Kerbins at risk. And this is the remote-controlled Musk robot, rocket, robot rocket.
Is this sandbox?
This is sandbox.
Get out of sandbox, huh?
Well, it's only using stock parts that I have right now, except maybe the landing legs.
You didn't tell me that.
What? Well, the reason it's sandbox is because it's very expensive otherwise. Oh, come on, watch. It'll be fun. It's cool.
Sandbox means physics are different.
Really?
He says boo too.
The physics are different.
Throws glass bottle. I
Really?
throw a hissy fit.
I didn't think the physics would be different.
It's easier.
Why in the world would they make it easier? Well, anyway.
This is what he wants to do. What are we gonna do?
Here, I'm just going to show you one flight for the fun of it.
There's less re-entry heating, I'm pretty sure, and other options are disabled.
Well, we don't get to re-entry heating on this mode. In this flight, we won't be re-entering.
Demo flight. Why?
This is all about being able to control the thing, because the remote pod has no SAS. And that's where we're at right now.
Simulation. Chinchilla, because they want kids to embrace science.
So they make it super easy? Is that the idea?
Chillin' chilla. Okay. I'm up for it.
So, anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to burn through about half this tank. Maybe a little less. I burned down to about 40 seconds. And then we cut off the thing. We throw away the bottom fins. We come back in all Elon Musky style. And then we refire the engines, and we hope not to crash into a bajillion pieces. But mostly I crash into a bajillion pieces. So
this is... Gets them interested. And Melted Clown says, I feel like science is learning to embrace failure. Because even in Sandbox, there's only so much objective, avoid destruction.
Yes, this is the objective. I don't think we will succeed, but...
Succeed?
Here we go.
Oh,
Are you ready? Who's ready?
The goal is to land.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that.
That is go.
So the way it's designed is the aerodynamics are such that with the tail fins, it wants to stay pointed up.
Tower of 1.8 is high for sea level.
True.
Have to internal power gear up.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. That'll help it go a little higher. And then since I don't have SAS, I have to manually make it stay in spot.
We know how fun this is. This is hilarious. Guidance is not active. Oh dear.
No, we don't get guidance. We don't
Melted
rate
Clown
guidance.
and I love when you do this stuff. And we get to watch you stress out.
It's not stressful. Watch. Coming up on 40 seconds. Coming up on 40 seconds. Kill the 40 seconds.
Doing no SAS landing.
Maybe. So here we go. No SAS landing.
I don't know what that face is.
In atmosphere. All right, we got to wait for our surface speed to slow until we're just about to change directions.
Now, mind you, he's thought about this for days.
Oh, I practiced this a few dozen times already.
It's not stressful. Rapidly increasing stress.
All right, watch. Surface speed slows down. All right.
Watch.
Watch.
Tight.
And then here we go. We're about to switch directions. We toss those fins. Right? Now our aerodynamics are such that we want to stay pointing downward like this.
Are you trying to take Elon's job? No, we laugh at Elon.
Yes, we laugh at Elon. We can do this by hand. He had to use computers. Except now you tell me all the stupid
Go for
physics are
landing
wrong.
burn sequence. I don't know what that means.
That means start firing the engine some. The burn sequence is, I don't know exactly, but just about under 6,000. We need to be reduced to under about 170.
Nerds smash his computer, instantly dies. What is that? Smoke bubbles coming off the top of it.
That's the exhaust.
NASA
As we
says
manage
do
to
not
decelerate.
Without seat.
Alright, we need some gear now. Right? We're gonna need gear. We need to start decreasing our speed better.
Right now. I did not know this was happening. I'm seeing this the first time you guys are seeing it.
Yes. But it's only like the 90th time I've seen it. I don't know. I don't have no idea how many I've used.
Sequence, terminal descent.
No, we're good. Come on now.
By. It doesn't look very good exhausty.
Dang it.
Look at that face.
Dang it.
2.5 above, gear down, stall warning. Oh boy,
yep,
look,
that's
he's
the
all
stall
twisted
warning.
around.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Just get pointed back in the sky. Just point back up in the sky for a brief moment. Fire! Full fire! Ah! Bail! Bail out! Bail out! Stage everything!
Great! Safety, flight, termination is learned, ICBM. Look at that. Oh, here it comes. Oh,
Whee! Okay, it doesn't always end like this. Sometimes I actually touch the ground.
It didn't hit anything.
Yeah, it safely landed. Kablam! Kablam! Blam!
So, 90 times, huh?
Granted, I only ever touched the ground upright once, and I did explode my engine doing it.
How many times were like this?
88.
Well, okay.
Alright, so there we go for the goofy part. We'll go.
He didn't kill anybody in the space thing, he killed people on the ground.
Nobody was killed on the ground. It's a lot of empty dirt.
See? Chillin' my house! Look!
I really scared the spectators, though.
He can't help it, the spectators get it. That's what he just said.
Right, we're exposed to hydrazine. But look, he got a lot of parachutes. He got a lot of parachutes.
20 Kerbals were exposed to hydrazine and had to be hospitalized for 30 days.
Alright.
He did kill his house.
We did try that a few times. But we won't keep doing that.
Alright.
Alright, quit to the main menu. Oh, alright, well, finish up the flight anyway. Actually, I'll just revert flight. Revert to launch, and we'll leave him there for next time. Kerosene raid.
What the fuck?
Ow!
A small brush fire destroyed the first tree ever planted by Kerbal.
Aww.
Chillin' says, kerosene rain, what the fuck? No, is it hydrazine?
Hydrazine and kerosene. It depends on which engine you're using. Alright, now back into the real career mode. You'll notice we have a whole lot more science. I spent a lot of time running around the Space Center to collect little tiny bits of science, like you said. But I figured I'd spare everybody the running around.
Everybody wanted to see you running around.
And I planted a flag out here by the flagpole so that I could get some distances. So, we managed to, through all that, yeah, minor propellant is hydrazine. Apparently, if you heat it up just slightly, it likes to burn and explode. Or burn, I guess.
We have this one.
Alright, so, let's see. For that, I had built this guy. The Surface Sampler. He's basically a capsule with a Science Junior and a Jeb. And what he does is he goes, what as far up and high as he can on this simple solid rocket booster. And then collected science along the way, and that helped get us up to 90 science.
What atmospheric engine runs on hydrazine only? I have no idea.
I wouldn't think. I don't know. I don't think so.
I have no idea. I can look it up. You can Google it too. So what's the plan? More science stuff? You're gonna start breaking some serious bread here?
Freaking bread. So that's what we did with Mr. Science Jr. And that collected up all manner of extra science. That's why we have 96 science. So the question is, do we do one more of those science-y flights, or do we just head off to buy up whatever we could buy up in science? I mean, I've only got 96.5 science, and I think this one is going to be the next most useful at 90. It's going to eat up all my science. But it gave me big old rechargeable battery bank. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. The solar cells, yes. And the Probodyne unmanned control dealie, which I think this is what will give us SAS with the remote. And then, if that's true, we can throw this all together and take our remote control out to the moon. So they claim. So let's burn up all our science and buy all that right now. I'm down to 6.5. Oh well.
So only the hydrogen engine.
Which hydrogen engine?
Battery only isn't really an option. I'm reading about hydrazine.
So we're done with Mr. Surface Sampler. We're going to go back and make a remote version of the Moon R-Bus 2. That old workhorse. Right? Let's see.
So far I don't see any that actually only run on that.
Yeah, I think it's really just the sort of upper stage, or...
If we finally have renewable power, we can make some serious machines now.
Oh, that confused it. Probodyne dealie. Let's see. So we need Mr. Probodyne. Yes, and then the controller dealie. Yes, and then reaction wheels. Maybe that's not the best way to stack them, but maybe we do this the other kind of way here. I hate when it does that. I have to get used to doing it this way.
Mr. Chilla left.
Oh.
I was reading about... Do we have payload bearings yet?
Maybe. I'll take a look.
I was reading about the hydrazine engines. There's none that run completely on it.
Yeah, they generally use it for little reaction engines to push you around.
Yeah.
Not the big engines. Alright. And then do we want to keep Mr. Science Jr.? I don't think so.
Do you have payload bearings yet? I don't know what that means.
Looks like a covering.
Hello, new
A
person.
service bay. I think we is that in the aerodynamics?
It's like a big shell for protecting the net that is the payload.
Yeah. But apparently not so much.
You got fans.
Yep.
Payload breaks apart when you stage it.
Yeah, it's like a shell that comes apart.
That's what you just said.
Yeah.
It's like a big shell.
Yeah, we don't have that one
That's
apparently.
The payload.
Not yet.
And the idea is to maintain an aerodynamics with it and protect the payload.
So this has the reaction control unit, the reaction wheels, the control unit, and the remote control radios and such. and then we don't care if it come back safe, right? Because this is the whole eventual goal. Maybe not tonight, but maybe we get to the moon and we like try and land on the moon. So he's not coming back.
With a comfortable ascent profile, you shouldn't necessarily melt your robot.
Right.
Shouldn't necessarily, but you know us. Lunar lander interplanetary.
So we got that. Now we're gonna put this back as our upper stage. Not terribly aerodynamic, mind you.
Realistic goal for
let you do this?
Planetary EV. Challenging goal, Duna.
Yeah. Duna's another planet.
Janet.
She's the inner planet Janet. Let's see, where's my landing gear? I got one micro landing strut. One micro baby landing strut.
Oh, man.
Look at that. Just a little baby micro strut. Let's see. How many of these do we want? Micro baby landing strut? What the? That's weird.
What was it?
Oh, I see. It was complaining because I interfered with the... I was trying to place 4, but if you try and, if it interferes with something, it'll get out of the way. So, it'll knock you down to 2.
Strut, you will need it to limit your landing mass a few tons or less.
Even on the moon? I think that's where I can put it.
Besides, the goal of this lander is to land and stay, right? No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to come back. I don't think we have enough DV to get back. So we're gonna put some radios on it and stuff. Right? Now are these...
Landing is step 1.
Start
Surface
retracted.
science.
Yes, start retracted. That sounds
That
like...
looks like a little baby arms. Those are little baby arms too.
Science on the surface of the moon. So let's see what science we can throw in here while we're at it.
Oh, oh!
Mystery goo? Anyone? Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Sorry, there's a standoff in Phantom and Coldwater Canyon.
She's watching the... Hey, I don't know that we need 4 mystery
There's a
goo.
car chase that stopped.
4 mystery goo containers? Different stages along the way?
Means he has a gun.
Yeah, true.
Also consider that more heavy vessel may have more fuel, but also has more momentum and takes much more to control and arrest movement. And we know you're not great at that.
I just want one.
I don't know about if you're not great at that or not. You're just not.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Well, I don't know. You've recovered all the rest of them, right? You haven't...
Well, I don't know.
Also, have you practiced any hover flying? No.
Yes, I
Have
have.
you?
Yeah, with the remote musk. That other one where you just barely put just enough throttle to get off the surface.
Like propulsive hover with control systems? No, because
Well,
mine doesn't have control systems. Okay, so I better be impressed here. Yeah, right.
I don't know if you'll be impressed.
If you don't get out there and get in space, nobody will come and watch.
Yeah. So, alright, we got mystery goo, the thermometer, the pressure gauge. Our goal is to perhaps get to the moon. We got like way more delta V now.
Curve just got steeper.
Well,
Get your red pin out.
I was flying around.
Solar panels?
Panel. I was flying around with the vector engine, the swivel engine on the Kerbal, so it's not the same, obviously. But yeah, electricals. Solar panel, yay! How many solar panels do you want? Like, I don't know, a bajillion? How much do these things weigh anyway? Apparently not much.
Battery?
That way, no matter what way I'm facing, no matter how I'm facing.
If there's a sun, you'll be getting some of it.
Ooh, rechargeable ring. A rechargeable battery bank.
Rechargeable battery pack.
Z100 battery pack.
More coverage means more power and higher chance of actually be facing correctly.
Yeah.
Yes?
But do I really need like 8 of them? Can I get away with maybe like 6?
Oh.
I don't know. They don't seem to... Yeah, the smaller battery.
Oh.
Give me 4 small batteries, you think?
I don't know.
They're just not as streamlined. Oh, 4 panels here. Alright. Yeah, let's go down to 4 panels.
Oh. Oh.
And then go ahead and just throw in this big old battery ring. Oh. Sure, why not? We're going to be using a whole bunch of...
battery, but watch your delta V. Hey, I know what the delta is now. You guys taught me something.
Alright. So we're dropping frames here, but only on the encoding, or not on the encoding, on the game. Which is fine for this game, right? Yeah, you think? Being super not aerodynamic? Well, we might lower the thrust profile and go a little slower. Till we get to thinner air.
It's going to be scary. I'm worried about this thing during ascent.
Well, so am I. Alright. Panels up top. Panels, battery packs. How about a radio transmitter so we can send our stuff back? Or an antennae.
Well, it's a big unshielded gumball of death. Gumball machine on crack. But there's nobody in it.
Yeah, at least there's nobody in it.
He's not putting a Kerbal laugh.
It's going to be expensive. It's 15,000 Kerbinian bajillions or whatever. Kerbajinians. Communication. A communicon.
Do it.
Am I going to need a high range antenna going that far out? Or can I get away with the Communitron 16S? Yes. You want both. Alright.
You want both. Redundancy is key. Yes.
Well, I don't want 4 of those. I want maybe what? 1 in one direction and 1 in the other? Rotate that bad boy. Two high gain and 1 16S. Alright. I don't like him there anyway. Doesn't combine. Alright. Let's try one of these high gain buddies. Woo! Is that a deployed position?
16S doesn't combine, so you can use just one. Just use one.
That doesn't look right. Ah, I see. He certainly looks like he needs to be rotated. Is there a decoupler there? Who is this? Oh, yeah, I guess there is. Yeah, good catch. Oops. We would have caught that in staging, obviously. Sure. Let's see here. Engine, solids, side, thingy, and thingy. Alright, cool. Staging looks good. Drop this thing after landing. Nah. No, it's just left over. In fact, let's rename the guy, shall we? This is the Moon Arbust robot, right? Our remote. Oh, dang it. Sometimes. What are you seeing over there, Mo?
Lunar bot.
Is your, did they catch him?
Yes. It was a chick.
Oh.
She
That's
stole
relatively
a
rare.
Metro.
A Metro bus or something?
A Metro SUV.
That's not exact. Oh, Moonarbot. Oh, yeah, I like that one. Moonarbot sounds good. If I can spell it. My keyboard is just not in a convenient location. Moonarbot. That sounds like a good name. Wacky little robot.
Disco ball of brave disco ball of doom. But
all right, think we can get out to the moon and back? Let's see. I don't know about a back.
Have
really.
a real moon cola.
But no, actually, we're not trying to get back. That's right.
Vanilla cherry. Yeah, but it's diet, right? If you land, I'm puffing it.
All right. Just remember.
Is it diet?
You said if we land. You didn't say if we land upright or in one piece. So, you said if we land. You didn't say land in one piece. You didn't say survive. You just said land. Remember that. I'm splitting hairs here.
Land and signs. No, you can't go back on your deal. Nope.
Yeah, a lot of times I see when everything blows up, there'll be one landing leg just kind of wobbling through the space. Blurp, 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 blurp.
Land and leave at least one remnant.
Alright, well let's see. Can we get SAS now? Yay! No retro or prograde, but we at least have SAS. Alright. Now we have a snowball's chance. At least.
It always interests me how many people come in once you get in space.
Alright. We want to land manually like a boss. Well, we want to land. Or at least come, reasonable facsimile to close to. Let's see. We got some extra delta V in this thing. Do we want to really go full?
Is the SRB off center?
I don't think so. It does look crooked, don't it? Why are you rotated?
What looks crooked?
Well, so you're not lined up.
Did this get shifted after placement? Weird. What's not lined up?
See the solid rocket boosters relative to the pad?
Oh, it's not lined up on the pad. I see.
No, I should
not
be
that
able
big
to.
Of a deal.
Should be able. I'm gonna make a little bit of correction along the way anyway. So that'll just be part of the roll program, right?
Survival.
Well, true. Now we get to play with remote control stuff. But yes, so that'll be part of our roll program is to get back to 90 degrees and go due east. Yes, yes. But do we need to fully throttle up, you think? Because we got a lot of delta V. Maybe we'll do 2/3 throttle. Launch window, let's take a look.
Targeting plan, launch window.
Well, moon's almost at 3 o'clock. Let's go for it, eh?
Yes, Pat is go. If you are captain, always ready. Right? I'm always ready too. What the
You
hell?
ready? Here it
To
goes.
it, to it.
Here it comes. I clicked on the screen.
Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7. I want to see some stuff happen. 3, 2, 1. Wait. Schneel. Oh, that's.
Get it to east. Come on now. Alright, now get yourself turned over. Come on now, Rocket. You know you want to.
Gently. Very gently. I can put some butterfly to dance.
Sure.
On a Q-tip full of sugar water.
That doesn't sound too difficult.
No, it does that.
Once
It
you,
really does.
it really wants to do
that.
that, doesn't it? Oh, staging.
Oh, I went something.
Yeah. Solid boosters go. Are off.
SRB, SCP,
Let's go for throttle up.
confirm, clean, separation, throttle up.
Throttle up. Let's check our APO's 45. Our height is 25. We need to get out of the atmosphere before we start doing some major turnover here, or throttle it down. Once we crack the atmosphere, I'm going to throttle back and coast up to APO. The atmosphere is what exactly? 46, 50, 70,000. That's right. Yeah. I don't want to throttle back while we still have an atmosphere pushing against us. $64, $65, $66, $67.
64, 65.
Miko. Now let's assess our position in space. Oh, that's horrendous.
Might be
Ugh.
a little too gentle, but not too bad. What's
Yeah.
horrendous?
That's such an angle compared to the moon. So our angle, which will be our orbit, is very tilted relative to the moon. So round out the orbit first, eh? That's the plan.
Do it.
Alright. Do a quick plan.
Just get into orbit.
Alright. That's about it. 1 minute 50 seconds to the burn time.
Incorrect.
Can I shrink this? 181. 150. Yeah. Not really. Alright. I really hate having to do a burn with a stage in the middle of it. But okay.
Standing by for planned orbital insertion burn. That sounds sexual.
Doesn't it?
Ouch! It hurts.
Well, we are planning it. And if somebody inserted something into your orbital, I'm sure it would hurt. I'm not sure what that
burn?
is, but
I don't want anything inserting and burning.
Inserting and burning.
Pass.
Alright, so now...
Your eye. Ow, my eye!
There, that's the only orbital we can think of, huh? Alright. So they claim that in 36 seconds I need to be at this particular attitude on the dealy ball. Alright, 20. Hey, quit that. Come back here. Don't wobble around, you. What sass is for, so you don't wobble.
Pink lunar thoughts.
I'm thinking I got a countdown on my ass.
I don't see it.
Down in the bottom, it's orange. Am I covering it?
I have no idea. Start burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I hate when it does that.
0. Burn in. You missed it. Sure
There we go.
okay.
Whatever.
Battery.
Wrong button. But we've got fuel to spare.
We stressed him out.
You stressed me out.
Failure, not anomaly detected.
You stressed me out, man. No, it's because it, well, of calling lawyers.
Calling lawyers. Mine's on speed dial.
Right. Let's see. Where's the best view of this? Oh well, we lost a little fuel. That's the worst that could happen.
Is it the worst that can happen?
Well,
is it?
Well, I don't know about it's the worst, if it's the worst, but what's the worst? Suppose not paying attention to your knife ball and getting off target. That could be worst.
Don't do that. The worst is the loss of home. We lost about 30 Delta V, I think.
Yeah, 300 Delta V, he says. Well, what did you just, Lord, you realize now? Comsats? Oh, you mean satellites around the Earth, or the Kerbal? No, we don't have those. We might just about have a comsat around the moon when we're done here.
Going to the moon on just our own signal alone. Apparently.
I didn't know that was a thing I needed to do. Make sure to deploy the antenna. That sounds like a plan.
Do you have an antenna?
Yeah. Well, we got like 3,000 Delta V left? Jeez. We started off with 3,500. Alright. Well, that's convenient to have that much Delta V left. That's for sure. Alright, little probe. Poor little pitiful space probe. Where's your antenna?
Landing could easily take 1,000 meters per second.
Meteors.
Meters per second, and that would be ultra ideal.
Alright, so.
Don't make fun of how I talk. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. I have no idea. I sense unforeseen consequences. No kidding, dude.
Let's see. Now, I think we've already checked goo in orbit. But let's see. 2.3 science. We'll look at the goo later. And I'm sure we've already looked at the pressure and the temp.
Take your bets, ladies and gentlemen. I'm betting Bounce-a-Rooney.
Alright.
Will he flip or will he dip? Will he crash or will he smash? Yes to all of those.
So, now I say, even though the other guy said, no, wait, do it midway, I'm all for, like, leveling my orbit.
Will he choke or hover like a hoover?
What do you think?
You're asking the wrong person.
Well, that's going to be the... This is what the tutorial said to do, so that's how I'm doing it. Negative 13 degree. That's a whole lot of compensation there.
I think you should go to the moon and land on it successfully. Yeah,
well, yeah, but first we need to get our orbit levels so that... Because if we fling out from the moon from this way, we're going to jack it up. We're going to end up being way too high or way too low
first
above or
you
below.
land on it, then you tell the newspaper.
There, 13.3 degrees. right there. I'm going to add a maneuver. I believe it's anti-normal. Yep. That takes us down to 0.2. 0.1. And 0.2. Alright, this is where you really use this guy. It makes it a lot easier.
Wolf 500 Delta V to connect. Correct.
Well, that's why he said do it mid-flight, right? The other guy said do it mid-flight?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, pi, I think it was.
Well, ideally the flight would have come off straight. Well, ideally he would have pushed the wrong button. Yes, yeah.
Well, not just the, instead. Yeah, we got a weird angle because we were sideways on the pad. We ended up flying not east-west, but kind of southeast. Yeah.
Yep.
Because once that thing fires, the aerodynamics do not want them to let it turn. You know?
It really did make a difference. We didn't know that then, though, did we? Now we know.
Well, we didn't know it'd make that much difference. So let's see. Let us maneuver around to the target attitude. Gently to not suck up a lot of battery.
Gently. Either way, failure or success is totally a learning experience.
Alright.
Right?
This is true. Alright. So we've got 10 minutes if we wait. Who wants to wait? Or should we just warp?
Warp!
Alright, then. That gives me like a minute to get my attitude back. Luckily, it's not too far off. Rather silently sleep about the moon for 4 hours. Didn't you do that earlier today? Maybe.
What?
He said he'd rather sit and silently think about the moon for 4 hours rather than warping. Believe me, she would not.
It's 11:54 and we haven't done anything.
Yeah, we have. We're doing good.
We have? Oh.
Yes, we took off. We crash landed. Yeah, we would always warp. 14 seconds to the burn. Not the stage. It's full power burn, not a staging. Come on, orbit.
Here's something.
Yeah, I'm fixing my orbit.
I'm about to help fire out of a railgun. Who loves railguns? Well, it doesn't seem to be dropping a whole lot of things, but there's just us.
Yeah. Alright, that looks appropriate.
Railguns are cool. Yes, he wants to put DNA across the universe with a railgun.
I just want a negative 0.1. That should be sufficient, right? I should be flat enough to do
Correction is good.
Alright. Now we plan our way to the moon.
Sounds like a great way to contaminate the universe.
Right. We push the moon to about 3 o'clock is the advice we've seen so far.
With the impurity that is humanity. We're not impure. Speak for yourself.
Well, I'll go with imperfect rather than impure.
The pristine fields of Pluto smothered with strange
bacterial fields.
It's still got strange bacterial fields, I bet.
You can't prove to me that we didn't come from there.
we're the only species that actively destroys its world.
That you know of.
That's not true.
Well, that
Termites.
I'll tell you, it's a strange creature, us humans. That is true. We are strange. Alright, let's see. Transmooner injection burn. Something, oop, not to quite that a degree. Not, where are you?
Actually, I have no idea what you're doing.
Alright. So, I'm planning a maneuver, and what it's showing is where everything would be. That's where the moon is a year afterwards. Let's not do a
It
year.
kind of should be easy. Wow, good potential here. Sure.
Let's see, where are our connections?
You do know us, right?
So there's our connections. This marker.
Remember to switch the camera to the moon.
Yeah. So this marker and this marker are where we are. Where this is where the moon is, the target, and this marker is where we would be at that time, and we would be 2,500 kilometers apart. It's not good. 2,500 meters, rather. So we gotta tweak these things until
you'll see exactly how close you'll actually get.
Alright. So there it shows that we'd be that we'd be getting 1.6 million. So speed that up.
Under 1 million is generally good, but you can get real close.
Yeah, there it goes. 596, 520, 480, 390, 135, 78, 23. That looks less than 23. Negative something. 23 kilometers. Orbiting the moon. That should be within the close range of the moon, I believe. Stable medium range observational orbital insertion. 2,300 meters is insane. Alright. How about 135 or 196? 196 should be safe, right? 200. Oh, what did he? Well, the last guy said something like 300. I think was the goal. So here we're gonna cross 324 kilometers from the moon's surface if we execute this plan in 18 minutes 49 seconds. Alright, let's go for that plan. That's the plan. We're sticking to it. If we keep changing plans, can't just keep changing plans. Warp to next maneuver. That's right, you can't really maneuver in warp. Or you can't change attitude in warp. Luckily it's not too far off. Almost a pro-grade burn. Adapting, yeah, well. Sometimes you plan a little too much and you end up debating on what to do when the moon comes up and hits you. So, let's not do that, shall we? He's 17 seconds to the burn. We're going full throttle for 36 seconds. Well, we'll throttle back. 2, 1, burning. Five seconds left. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Throttling back at 5. 3, 2. Oh, dang it. Just went a little bit too fast there. That is an improper orbit. Went a little too harsh on that one. I think we're going to have to do a mid-course correction.
Just do the opposite of that.
Yeah, pretty much. So we need, so that's target?
I'm not joking.
Yeah. Beep.
Just like turn counterclockwise. Anti-target.
Get there. Anti-target. Alright, I want to get this.
Gently down.
I want to get this locked. 116? 116 all that?
We could just go with this.
Yeah, 116 is good. Let's not burn any more fuel than we have to. Since we need, you said 1,000 to land, we got 1877 left. We might get, oh, we gotta slow down for orbit first anyway. So that'll take a little.
I don't think we'll be able to necessarily land this.
Yeah, maybe not. But if we can,
You get close, though.
what's all this flickering about?
Consider your our options in the lunar orbit.
Alright. Alright, so we are... we had gone anti-target.
Go for encounter.
So there is the mun. Looks like we have to go the opposite. Well, this is the direction we need to burn to slow down.
Hibernate?
Let's see. Is there any... or we're just going to wait till we're in the orbit to do all the science, right? Let's just do that. Ooh, hibernate and warp. That'd be nice. Automatic. That means if we warp, it sleeps for us. Sounds like a cool deal. Is that separate for each beat? Apparently.
I don't know what hibernate and warp does. Guess we're getting ready to find out.
It sounds like it'll stop draining your batteries while you're in warp, but...
Gives you 100% wheel authority. I'd just hibernate.
Alright. Is that it? Or what all do we have to hibernate? I guess it was just those two.
Stand by for encounter. SAS off.
Alright. So now we're traveling to the moon.
Hello, new person in chat.
We're off to the moon.
Zero draw. Go for lunar transit. Godspeed. At least there's no Kerbals on there.
Alright.
Stand by for lunar encounter.
So we're going to do a parry burn to establish orbit about the moon.
Are you warping not in map view?
Oh, okay. He does not like me
Why
warping
do you think we
outside
always
of
miss everything? Okay, I guess I want to go to the moon.
Alright. So let's see, where are we going from here?
Where do we go from here? What's all that blinkety?
I don't know. I'm not sure on the blinky.
Signal strength seems good.
Is that the bright red or green line, I guess? Alright, we're warping just slightly.
Warping.
Warping.
I'm warping here. Refocus view on vessel. Oh, that doesn't look good. What the heck?
Yeah. Why does it not let me... Backspace, you say?
Used to be backspace.
It says focus view there. Did it go back to focus on the... No?
Focus view right there, the moon.
Yeah, but we want to focus view on Moonerbot.
Tab.
Focus
Sure, let's just punch every button.
There's all the different focuses. There we go. Alright, well that worked.
Cycle tab until you find it.
Yeah, that worked.
Good enough.
Alright. Look at that kind of crazy orbit. That don't look right. That don't look right.
Y'all ain't right. I'm overexcited for Lunar Encounter.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I gotta tell you, that don't look right. The loop-de-loop? Yeah, I'm just gonna travel to Periapsis? No, I'm gonna smack into the moon.
Zoop-de-doo.
And at that, it's gonna be a year. Ah.
Let's watch him stress out, shall we?
How do we change this mess?
Stand by for Lunar Encounter. Stop thinking so hard.
But this looks like a mess. This don't look right at all.
There is no mess.
Wait. Ah! Don't give me that. This look like...
Stop doing stuff.
But this don't look right. I tell you.
Hibernating. There is no mess. Hibernating. ...
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Captain.
You're still hibernating, yes.
Yes. Stop touching stuff.
That's why I like hibernate and warp. Or if that's a thing, I don't know. Alright, no more hibernation for you.
Oh, Captain.
No more hibernation for you.
Captain, oh, Captain.
Oh, Captain, not my Captain.
Not my Captain, for the love of God.
What the?
Oh, Lord.
That doesn't look useful either. I'm gonna shoot past the moon?
Do not change.
Don't ever change?
Do not change. Stand by for Lunar Encounter.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on this, but it looks like I'm gonna smack into the moon before I get to this loop-de-loop.
Final order. Hello, new person in the room.
I think I'm going to go schmackety in this
We
here
don't
moon.
know what the heck's going to happen in the next few minutes.
We really don't know.
Damn close to something will happen.
Alright.
Just let it happen, Captain.
Happen, Captain. Should we warp along until whatever happens, happens?
Oh, it didn't know it.
Alright, we're warping slightly. When do I stop warping?
Stand by until encounter.
Ah.
That doesn't look okay, by the way.
Clearly, I will be strongly captured by the moon. Alright. Ah.
Literally panicking over nothing.
You say that, but it really looks dangerous.
Back into stuff.
Wait a second. Am I going underneath it? No. That looks like I'm going right through the moon.
I've had many worse orbits.
Alright. We
Well,
will
I don't
trust
want to have
your
one
experience.
of your worst orbits.
Alright, we're about to hit the encounter.
Alright, here we go.
Where does all that flicker go from?
The purple line is flickering.
Yeah, let's...
It's trying to tell you, don't do that.
Uh-huh. Actually, the moon
Disregard
is
flicker.
over, I think. If I unset target? No, that doesn't do it. I don't know.
It's
I
hard
don't know.
to disregard.
It is
Focus
very
on
annoying.
the mission, Captain.
Ah!
Don't worry about the flicker.
It looks very annoying.
Just encounter.
Encounter the encounter.
It is very annoying, by the way.
Alright, there's the moon.
Are we going to wait for it?
We shot out past the moon. Let's take a look.
Yeah, just go ahead and wait for it. That'll take 7 hours.
It won't be 7 hours.
Don't do it!
Let's take a look. Alright, so there we are. Cruising towards the moon.
It actually will.
Just encounter. Just keep going until we smack into the moon. Alright.
Just do it. Why do you not trust me?
Alright.
He doesn't trust me.
See. I see what happened now. So once we got... Alright, so once we did the encounter, then the actual path updated, if you will.
Now he does. Now he trusts you.
I see.
We got a wacky reverse capture.
Yeah, we kind of shot past the moon and then got pulled back toward it. Kind of weirdness. Alright, well our next maneuver is going to be at periapsis, yes?
Stand by for a periapsis and orbital insertion.
So we would want some retrograde. Would it not be? God, that looks weird. That don't make no sense.
Wrong way, obviously, Captain. Is it obvious?
Huh?
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay, well, whatever the system tells me it'll do.
You can see that symbol, yes?
Yeah.
I can't because I don't have my... Well,
It should be... Oh, yeah. Dur. Let me just say
retrograde
dur.
symbol.
Yeah, let me just say dur.
Dur.
Dur. Retrograde, how far down? 158. Ah, you flickery bastard.
Flickery. Just a semi-stable orbit. Just get semi-stable orbit. You can do it. We need an observation orbit.
This is like really close. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that would be as long as you round it out.
Well, there's only so much we
That's
can
insanely close for our first orbit.
do. How about there? No, that's too much. Alright. We'll round it out to like
You're supposed
maybe
to do like
there.
multiple orbits or lower orbits. Saving massive amounts of fuel.
Alright. Well, how much DV is this going to take? 230? I got 1877 left.
Hello, all. Morbid Sasquatch. I like that. Morbid Sasquatch. Hey, are you... Did I meet you once? Hello, all. Oh, wow. That's an interesting approach. Is that actually in reverse?
I think so.
In Melted Clouds, if you do a single burn, you spend huge fuel.
Right. And if you do a series of smaller
he's got
burns.
some nice, weird gravity retrograde.
Well, we can... Oh, no, that's not enough. Well, we can burn, like, say, maybe... there. 134 delta V. And then when we get to this...
Sure, whatever.
I don't know. What do you want? How close do we need to be here?
Go for PE. just do something.
Alright. That's good.
What do you wait for Christmas? Hey, you're the one that said don't warp, remember?
We're warping.
I wanted to warp. I guess we're doing the low orbit. Huh?
Is that a low orbit?
I said once.
What? What?
Morbid Sasquatch, did you hang around to see him crash?
I'm trying to retrograde.
Retrograde and burn.
Why am I... Oh,
Sass.
Sass. That would be when I was like, why am I not stable? Alright, we got 27 seconds to the burn. Get my hiney to retrograde here. Oh, come on now. Slight little touches and we get there. Alright, cool. 10 seconds to the burn. 10 seconds to an 8-second burn. 3, 2, 1.
Now still got
burning.
a good orbital approach. Morbid Sasquatch says. Does he?
That looks decent. Look at that. We're right in line. Ain't that lovely? We went out and threw a ring around the moon.
Well, now the fun and complicated part. Oh,
exactly.
Morbid Sasquatch. I crash on the moon all the time.
Well, at least we got up to the point where we have a robot. Oh yeah, we don't want to land someplace that's ugly. But now we're about to moon, and I think we can catch a little cheap science. Right, we do have communication link, right? Yeah. So.
We have never landed on the moon before.
No.
And are you going to get out of the thing again?
There's nobody to get out of.
Oh, good, because that really makes I hate that.
Really makes her pucker.
Makes my butt pucker.
Ooh, 24
Ideally,
science. Ooh.
landing on the side facing the planet, but also illuminated.
Yeah, that sounds good. So that our transmission can reach the planet, the home planet. So now that we have all sorts of solar panel and such, we can risk transmitting stuff. Yes. Because it ain't coming back. There's no parachute on it.
It's not really optional if you have a line of sight column.
Right.
You are in the shadow.
At the moment? I'm just not really oriented to it too well.
That's the shadow.
Let's see where we need to go. Alright, that's more or less pointing in the right direction, yeah? It's got a line. Alright.
You want to stare at the moon for hours there?
That wasn't randomly. It wasn't
randomly.
random at all. It was designed to get the high gain antenna pointed toward the planet. That wasn't randomly.
Morbid Sasquatch. All the missions I'm on are rescue missions from the other Kerbals I've lost out there.
Yes.
I love this game. It's awesome. Look, I've spent so many hours watching him try to get back to the ship.
Oh.
Just makes my butt pucker.
Yeah,
I'm
no good
into
at the
that.
Oh, well.
Do you really need to aim the antenna?
Well, if it were real, you would. It's a dish-based antenna. The dish has got to reflect back, you know.
So, the first night he played this, he put 2 Kerbals out in space.
Yeah, they're long, messed up. Oh, the one last little, not totally accurate bit there, huh? Alright. Well, let's go take a look at the... We looked at the pressure gauge, I think. Let's look at the temperature. Ooh. Transmit that puppy back. Now, if we can't transmit back to Science Junior, Or rather,
He
we
said
could.
you can't, you're in the thing. So, Captain, the totally well considered plan for how you're gonna land this highly complex automaton science machine?
No,
No.
not really.
Calm down, you know he doesn't.
So this is only inoperable after transmitting, so...
Need any tips, Captain? I mean, tips, Captain?
Yeah, I'm sure we probably want to point retrograde mostly as we slow down, and then, you know, we got a retro fire to the surface, of course. I suppose we should maybe save at this point. That sounds like probably would be one of the best bits of advice.
There's at least one note I can provide, a really helpful one.
Save.
Saving would save sanity. Don't revert, fly.
What do we call this guy? Oh, the Moon Arbot.
Yeah.
There we go.
Golden rule: less than 10,000 meters equals less than 100
Meters per second. Yeah, this is not the Corona. I was passed out in the street due to Corona once too.
No. Delsum is the best.
So I believe what he's saying there is if I get within 10,000 meters of the lunar surface, I need to be going at less than 100 meters per second. Otherwise, we're going to just smack into it. Now, I did burnt up most of my electrical charge here. But she is, she's a draining. She's a draining fast. Yeah. Off with the sass. Ah, still draining.
If you're going above 100 meters per second at 10,000 meters, you're going to have a really good way to slow down and not turn into bits. Did you transmit your science anyway? Transmit equals ultra drain.
Well, I transmitted a little bit because it's not going to survive. But now, how do I charge it back up again? Aren't you supposed to be looking at the sun, sucking up solar power?
Welcome, new people in the chat room.
Where's the sun? Oh, well, that would be why.
Stand by for sun. You just wait.
What?
Oh.
There's... Where is the friggin' sun? Oh, there it is. I'm on the wrong side of the planet. That's what the problem is. Or the wrong side of the moon to charge my batteries.
You just wait.
Hibernate. Hibernate. 5.69. Woohoo! I'm stable.
Rotate the planet a bit more so we can have columns and light.
Yep, this is true.
Ooh, I'm stable. Like a stable genius. Pause.
Alright. Well, it looks like I
really want that moon soda.
looks like I have succeeded in shutting down the power drain for the moment.
Oh.
So I suspect we could warp to the other side of the moon, yes? I'll speed that up. Which way am I going now? Oh, I'm coming right around to it.
I really want a moon soda too. That sounds really good.
Let's just go here. We'll just warp slightly. We don't have to go very far. There we go. Look at that! Look at that power! Woo!
Warping. When you warp, it doesn't work out a lot.
I only warped very briefly, just to get into the view of the sun. See how much our battery's charging now?
No.
It's up here above my head.
Many less
Up
than
there.
avoid transmitting in darkness without a source of renewable power due to the intense power drain upon transit.
Well, that sounds like good future advice. That sounds like a problem for future Mooner Bot. Let's see how she's facing. Well, what? Why did we stop charging? Oh,
The sun.
different banks apparently.
I'm gonna take notes, LOL. I need all the help I can get. I haven't made it past the moon. I tried landing once, but it ended tragically. I lost Gemini.
Oh no.
Melting Cloud says the larger the antenna, the more intense the drain. Certain science reports, like gravity ones, are super intense. I got farther than I ever thought I would in Kerbal.
Well,
all we do is crash, dude.
Nah. We're gonna get out to Duna and...
Sure.
Actually, I was thinking maybe we I've got this big capsule, so maybe we make like a space station, just for giggles. Or maybe a communication satellite, like you said. I don't think we have the science for that yet, but it also doesn't look like I'm like in the best position to accept electric charge here.
I love that side of the background.
Duna Madness.
I hear the Doom of Madness. The Eve Hunger.
Alright.
Just
enough.
Sail forbidden seas. What the course, Captain?
Alright. So now we've got some good collection. So here's my my conundrum. If I get only one chance, yeah, more solar. I only get one chance. I wouldn't have needed it if I hadn't transmitted the thermometer and pressure data back. But the likelihood of these getting back with the science intact is pretty low. So, like the mystery goo, yeah, the mystery goo, we get to observe it only once. Once we transmit it, it's no longer useful. Right, and so that's my thought. We're gonna observe the mystery goo here in orbit, transmit that data back, and then we're gonna try for a landing. Because that way we at least collect that science along the way, even after this poor thing just goes kaplow.
I'm not into mystery goo and checking it out and any of that stuff, but let's do it.
But the mystery goo is how we do science. Our electric banks are getting nicely charged.
I'm honestly terrified that about a lunar landing. I wish I could take the well. You gotta enjoy the ride. The 7 minutes of terror.
Well,
my butt will clench up, I'm sure.
Well, that's my kind of problem with flying a private plane now that I have a flight simulator center, and I know how to fly. I don't have a license, right? But I know how, and you know, it's terrifying being on a plane now, thinking I have no actual way to control it.
Hi, Pi. Pi says, howdy. You can change the course settings for hibernation and work to auto instead of manual.
We were gonna do that, but Mr. Clowns thought he's like, what in the world is that? He said.
He never saw that.
So he was unfond of that. So we just, did it manually for this time. Now, where in the world is retrograde? Looks like it would be somewhere about there.
He was going backwards. Didn't know that the auto option did. I normally just do it manually like a chump. You're not a chump.
Alright, so we know... Cool. So we know we need to be in retrograde when we do this burn, right? To slow us down. There's no air to do atmospheric capture. So...
I don't have to worry if I do it manually, I feel like.
Oh.
Yeah, well...
Let's see. Are we within
You're
transmission
better, right?
line?
Wait, so you're already ready to land. Not gonna mark a landing site?
Well, we'll check that out. No, what I'm ready to do is transmit back to goo data.
Goo data.
While we're still in sight of the planet. And we've charged up our batteries.
Goo.
Time to investigate the mystery goo.
Just not sure there's anything that go. Goo Goo dolls, maybe. There's a couple of their songs.
Observe the mystery goo. The mystery goo in high space over the moon. The moon goo seems less dense here. Yeah,
That was it?
8.5 science is all we get for transmitting it back, but that's what we got, because he ain't coming back. If we're
Wow, was that truly worth $45 million?
I don't know.
Who knows?
It was like 11,000? I don't know. Those numbers must be in like thousands of dollars. The budgetary numbers we use in this game. Alright, we gotta transmit this back before we run out of... before we run out of view. Alright.
So what we learned, yep, there's a moon up there, yeah.
And we're about to get some practice trying to land on
Mormon
it.
Sasquatch likes that. He's laughing at us, with us. Not at us, with us.
Alright. So, where should we
Think of it
land?
this way. If you fail to land, you blow up in a million people. Or, okay. You will make it a successful impactor. Ow!
Don't talk about my impactor.
Which is an actual mission type. To impact?
Oh, yeah. You have one part of the spacecraft smack into the foreign body.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah, and then someone else's observation from the moon, yeah. So you have the separate impactor, and then... Do they do that? Is that a mission in here?
He said.
Yeah.
Which is an actual mission type. I don't know if it's an actual... First attempts to the moon were just straight shots for maximum chance of scientific data. I didn't say it was in the game. I mean in real life. Oh, yeah. That's what I said.
Well...
NASA smacked into the thing, right?
Yeah.
It could technically make an impactor, however. Stop saying impactor!
So where do we want to land on the moon? Any one of these dark cratery places? Of course, then we want to be in view of the Earth. So we want to land on this side.
NASA and the Soviet Union. Hey, we're using the Suez.
Soyuz, yeah.
What is it?
Soyuz.
I can't say that
Suez
word.
is a canal.
I can't say
Soyuz
that
is a spacecraft.
12:30 at night. The middle of the crater or a smooth plain.
Well, I think we're going to go for the middle of the crater somewhere about on this side.
Even the Soyuz.
No, it's not. So, maybe...
Sputnik. Stay Putnik.
Somewhere in this vicinity, maybe. I don't know.
Hello, new people in the room.
I don't know. Let's plan a descent at the apoapsis just to start as a starting point.
Stay Putnik is a spoof of Sputnik, yeah. Anywho.
What the?
Oh, I don't know what you're doing.
That's not
what are you doing?
Not what I thought it was. Was that at all what I thought it was? Oh, I'm clearly pulling the wrong handle here.
Nice flat craters. As you get closer, you will actively, mentally target an area. Point. There's that point. You gotta mentally call it and say, I'm gonna land there. Because a big crater is full of many smaller craters.
So do I want to, since there's no atmospheric atmosphere of the capture, do I want to do a targeted like that kind of landing? Or deorbit burn, rather?
Yes.
I suppose.
That music is kind of ominous in the background.
Yeah.
You want to do everything slowly. It doesn't do anything slowly.
How are we going to do it slowly?
My original point was picking a target from orbit and marking it, and then trying to get near it.
Oh. Oh. That seems far more ambitious.
And then you get near the target, you just have to mentally do it.
Just mentally do it, he says.
I'm just doing it by ear. Just do it.
Alright. Really? That's my target attitude? I guess.
Okay.
35 minutes to that burn, so let's warp.
Regolith and talk to space turtles.
I don't know. Here we go.
Time warping for what reasons?
Going to be into the darkness.
This is going to be into the darkness. You will be landing in the darkness.
Ah. Alright, alright. Maneuver aborted. Ah.
Stubbornly agrees not to die.
Cannot delete maneuver node. Well, if I land in the daylight, then I'm not landing where I can see the Earth.
Hello, new people in the room.
So is this moon tidal locked?
You have no comms since you're on the far side.
Yes, I understand that at the moment.
You said you have to wait for the moon to orbit.
I said you have to wait for the moon to orbit. But you're saying you want to, like, you know, just coast around the moon until the moon's in a better place? Is that what you're saying? Cool.
Yeah, like days, yeah. Look, no one crashed on that moon more than me. Sadly, Jebediah was on the last mission. Pi says if you wanted to, just warp till the moon is 180 degrees from its current location.
Alright.
And you could land in daylight and have comms with Kerbal. Big Kerbal.
That sounds like a plan. What's
Hello,
with the control
new people
node
in the
lock?
room. Finding the optimal phase of the moon.
I don't know what the control node lock thing is. I think it's because we're just too close to it. Oh, I see what you're saying. I forget. So what he's saying is this poor little remote pod is piloted from the Earth, or from the Kerbal.
Control is locked because no radio
I
signal.
see. Yes, yes. Now I get it. Yes.
Yes,
I forget
thank
that
you, Pi.
I forget that it's totally remote controlled.
And melted.
I forget it's totally remote controlled.
Stand
That's
by.
Alright, alright. So, let us warpeth out of all of that problem, shall we? Warp. We're gonna warp our way out of the problem. Whee!
Sure.
Whee! There we got comms.
Stand by for
Whee!
signal reacquisition.
Whoops. Always went a little too far there.
Holy schmoly.
Oh, and I'm back blocked again. Dang it.
Oh, for the love of God.
And I'm still on the other side again. Dang it. Alright, gentle warp, shall we? I guess that also means we probably can't do any kind of maneuver on the far side, yes?
Hi, my standing warning, be careful with your time warp. You know, he does this every time, too.
Alright, so let's look for a... Let's look for a nice bright side of the moon to land on. Maybe this guy right about here, yes? So we maybe deorbit around here.
Hello, new people in the room.
See, that looks perfectly fine, right? That looks like a perfectly fine idea, sure.
Incremental throttle reduction upon descent. Do not stall
Yeah.
by overfiring unless you plan on retargeting on a landing site, says Melted Clown.
Yes, it is really hard not to stall. Especially when you have no third dimension of altitude.
Remember the golden rule. There's a lot of golden rules.
The golden rule. Alright. So there's our maneuver position. Ah! Alright.
He does not remember the golden rule, by the way.
Ah! Oh, the 10,000 meters, 100 meters per second.
Pi, go ahead and click the altimeter numbers to switch to ground level. Melted clouds, or you will die.
Yeah, right. No sea level on the moon, I take it.
Be sure to switch to surface altimeter mode, yes, because it will also kill you.
Well,
Everything will kill you.
trying to kill me today. And
like
every
Arizona,
day.
everything will kill you.
Alright, we got a 5-second deorbit burn. And
space, question mark.
then... Yes. And then right after that deorbit burn, we go back to the spacecraft view so that we can see what we're doing. Yes? Sounds like a plan?
Nobody's answering you.
Close enough. Command decision. Woo! Put it back on the moon.
Ensure surface altimeter mode.
There it says surface speed. The altimeter mode is not yet visible. That would be over here, yes? So.
Altimeter.
Well, let's see what we look like from
There you go.
From the moon. There we go. That's what we're looking like right now. Our orientation. Alright. We're coming up on it.
Oh, Lord.
Coming up on it. Coming up on it. Escape and save it. Save that game now. Save it again.
Save. Dawn of the Last Day theme. Double save.
Decent. Whatever. Close enough. Decent. It's a decent descent. That's what it is. Alright, 5 seconds to go, or 9 seconds to go.
No
Very
comms
brief.
on far side.
Very brief.
Northern Sasquatch. Captain's log, stardate 4153.4. Engines are building. Butts are puckering. Oh, look at him
Close
fly
enough.
like that.
Close enough for government work. Looks like we're going to land in a crater. We got the view of the...
He's going to land in a crater.
We got view of the sun. We got view of the Earth. A hook descent. Sure. Why not?
It's like a horseshoe.
Lateral speed.
A lot of lateral speed.
I see what you're saying.
Jaspers123 says, when landing, you can throw a maneuver node right on the surface and zero out your apoapsis. This will give you an estimated time till death and necessary delta V to prevent said death.
Alright, I haven't really thought of doing that. Like, right.
The class says this is going to be one heck of a ride. Well, yeah.
Yeah, it will.
It always is.
It's going to be brief. Alright. So back into our view of the moon and ourselves.
First time landing. Ride the bomb.
Riding it in.
First time. That is a scary view.
Ain't it though?
Never gets any less scary. It might for Morgan Sasquatch since he smacks into it all the time.
I got no ability to control it.
Even when you know what to do.
Uh,
Why can't you control it?
I'm on the far side. I won't get comms until I'm burning up on inbound. Yes, I didn't quite understand
Melted Clowns told you that.
Didn't quite understand the import of it, but we shall get comms here shortly.
Can't do anything till you're close anyway.
Yeah, right. Can't really change anything.
Don't
Ah, it
Warp
wouldn't
and
again.
stuff.
No, no warping. What's it got time to the apoapsis? Or the periapsis? It says 30 minutes.
No way.
Well, we won't wait that long, but we'll wait till we have comms first before we do anything.
So you're not smacking anything, and people are leaving.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm not doing all that bad.
I'm not doing all that bad.
Speed-wise, it's 191 meters per second currently, and of course we're going to speed up as we accelerate in here.
Melton Cleanses foresees being vastly over speed and stalling out. The Oracle has spoken.
Well, that's probably likely. Oh, come on. Give me comms. Stupid hidden planet.
Probably both.
Noonie, noonie, noonie. I suppose I could put out the gear now, right? It doesn't really matter. There's no atmosphere, right? Might as well rotate around. I can't do anything yet. Ah! The lack of comms is killing me.
Like, gonna be doing great, then overburn, stall, and not enough fuel, flame out at 1,000 meters.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe. Alright, well.
Just like the last two landers in real life. Hey now.
True. Poor guys.
Oh.
The moon does eat a lot of spacecraft, that is true.
China nailed it though.
Well, they had an orbiter and a lander, did they not? And then the orbiter just hung out there doing
and again,
stuff.
China really did their homework. Or they took ours. And had lots of money.
They didn't do their own homework by No, they were given a cheat sheet by previous crowds.
They actually used their work though.
Well, obviously it was their physical stuff, but they relied on other sites. In fact, wasn't it the story
rather than just saying they were gonna, they landed, and we're just like being.
No, it's hard. Yeah, right. Well, there was the space shuttle program was all public, and supposedly the Chinese and the Russians, I actually think it was the Russians, were just digging through all the publicly available space shuttle data, right? Because it was all public program. And so apparently the CIA and somebody or another got in there and started feeding in BS results and all sorts of, bad settings for the thruster and all that kind of thing. Yeah, they tried building one copying ours from that publicly available data, so the CIA faked a bunch of it to cause theirs to have all sorts of problems. Yeah, it was pretty much functional. It was a little bit smaller too, wasn't it? There's these guys that do train jumping videos on YouTube, and one time they go into some huge abandoned building in Russia, and sure enough, there's that orbiter just abandoned in some empty building with no security or nothing. They're like, the USSR fell, and they're like, I'm selling whatever I have control over. I'm the quartermaster. So I'm selling everything for discount. Yeah. I was never a fan of the winged return craft. It always, it had a good pitch, but it turned out that we pretty much replaced a whole bunch of stuff anyway. And it just wasn't as reusable as they thought it would be.
I like me capsules. LOL, it says Morbid Sasquatch.
Yeah, I think capsules work better as well. The physics of coming back from orbit hasn't changed. The atmosphere is the same, more or less. The speeds are different coming back from further places, but other than that.
Other than that.
Yeah. where they had the inflatable ring life raft or deceleration raft. That was going to be on the Boeing version, or it was part of Boeing's pitch for Orion, which they lost.
Hello, new people in the room.
Refurbishable for a small price.
Capsules are time-tested and more simple to...
Yeah,
so
they
less
are.
to go wrong, depending on who's building your capsule.
What's weird, though, to find out is that some of the capsules had, that ever so tough material cork on the bottom of them as their ablative shield. Because the cork would singe, turn to carbon, essentially carbon foam, ash, and that ash would be very, very super insulative. And of course it would eventually get blown off, which is what ablation is the fancy word for blowing stuff off, apparently. Alright, we should be getting comms any minute now.
So, Captain, what?
Yeah.
I sense you're stalling out of fear.
I'm not stalling. Alright, we're warping until we have comms.
You're scared. I know you scared. I can tell you scared.
Come on. Barely. Alright.
Look at me, I'm scared of massive destruction at terminal velocity. Ooh.
Alright, we got our sass back. And I don't mean from you.
I got my sass back, baby. Gear?
Yes. Let me get myself oriented here. And we will fling out the gear. We don't need this guy yet. Alright. Clunk. There's our gear. Why don't you want to stay in that orientation? Stay there. I already did a save.
And did you save too?
I did a save close enough. Oh yeah, they're gonna be looking at us now.
Everybody's coming in. Hi,
everybody's waiting for us to crash into the surface, I'm sure. Don't burn too early. Yeah. Don't burn too late.
Too steep or too fast. Incremental throttle reduction.
Yeah.
Remember the golden rule.
Yeah, we're doing 400 meters per second now. We're gonna wait until we're nearly. Should we wait until we're about nearly vertical? I mean, we got 100,000 to go to your limit.
Drop a node to give yourself an idea of the timing. Jasper's 1, 2, 3 says.
You're saying like go out here and.
This is our first time doing this, so.
Yeah. So obviously that'd be a lot of retro burn, yes.
T-minus 4 minutes.
Do that burn here.
We're not like Morbid Sasquatch who's been there smashing into it a lot.
So what am I?
It was our
what am
first
I
time to
aiming
smash
at here?
into it.
I'm looking for a periapsis of 0.
No fingernails left. Aww. Oh! Oh!
What am I looking for here?
Apoasis of 0.
Apo of 0, okay. That's going the wrong way.
No time for node planning.
What?
You're still descending and gaining speed.
Yes'm.
Yep.
There's always time for node planning.
There's always time for node planning.
Until it doesn't seem to be working, and screw it. Get back out to where I see what I'm doing.
Went past.
All right.
Sigh. Thinks about that moon color. Damn it.
Alright. Screw the node for now. When should we start our speed reductions, you think? Just a little touch of speed reduction?
Visual approach.
There's a little rocketry. Just to kind of slow me down.
People just come in to watch you die.
I know.
I don't know your designer. You're the designer.
Let's see.
Mine normally would be to stop and drop. You did a hook. We did a hook descent. I don't
Ah.
do that.
Well, this would be why I need more practice.
Right. There's no Kerbals on board, so I'm okay. Oh no! We're Sasquatch is having flashbacks!
Well, let's see. Our speed is slowing. We are decelerating. We got 50,000 to go to get down under 100.
Says a little sooner to burn, the more fuel you waste. The later you burn, the more quickly you'll die.
There's that.
I think we might be able to do a suicide burn. You
Ah.
guys are so encouraging. I just feel the love coming out from
Suicide burn. So what? Wait for 20,000 and just go full
burning your
throttle?
landing fuel.
So you're saying wait for 20,000 and go for full throttle?
Just call it being realistic. You want me to lie to him?
30,000
meters.
30,000, then go full throttle to hopefully get us below 100 when we're below 10.
No, I don't want you to lie to him. I don't lie to him.
No. No need to lie. Do 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 do.
There was a whole bunch of people in here watching and then you didn't die and so they left.
Ah, they always want to see me go. Why you want to see me die?
I don't know, it's rude. I'd be rooting for you if I didn't know you. No, we have 43 seconds of burnable fuel.
Yes,
I don't know that. He told you that.
At full burn.
Here it comes.
Here comes 30. 9, 8, 7.
What if Sasquatch says you got this?
Sure.
I don't know if he does or not, but
5, 4,
Belgian Clown so far so good.
3.
Belgian Clown not the worst descent I've ever seen.
Well,
Not the worst
at least there's
descent I've
that.
ever seen either.
Alright. Full throttle. Full throttle at 30.
Incremental throttle reduction.
Alright.
Let's see how many people come in the room. Your butt's like.
Ah!
Do not stall. Look at the stress on my husband's face in this game.
Wow, that really slowed me down, though. That slowed me down a lot more than I imagined. Alright. We don't have nearly as much gravity.
Too late, possibly.
Too late. I don't know. Ugh. I don't know, we're only doing 60 some, so. And there's like nice light gravity.
Anyway, here we go, ready for 10,000 meters.
True. Oh, we're cracking up speed again.
Yeah, you are.
Give it just a touch.
He said incremental.
Yeah, I got just a touch of.
You're idling horizontal velocity, or you're adding horizontal velocity. I cannot chat text fast enough, nor can I really tell you're the pilot now. Cut your lap.
Alright.
25 seconds to burn time.
So you're saying I need to slow down that direction.
Follow her straight. Let her fall for it. Hi, all the people that came in to watch us die. Do not fight it, Captain. Do not fight.
Alright. So how's my lateral speed now?
He's fighting. Pi says just alternate Z and X keys during this descent to keep the speed from getting too hot.
Now here's a straight down.
Well, that's gonna fall, and it's falling faster at 130. Wait, max or min? It's falling faster.
I know. Slowing it down. Slowing her down.
Yep, quick burst. Quick burst. He's his own captain now. He's always been his own captain. Everybody really knows that. He does what he wants.
Is what you're saying? Quick burst?
Feather and incremental reduction. Look at those little scrawny legs. I don't concur with the burst, but shrug. Missed your crater. Good thing you picked the big one.
I don't know yet.
Morbid Sasquatch. I can't see through the sweat in my eyes.
You think? We got 13,000 to go. We're speeding
close.
back up again. Just a little burst to keep me from going over 100. That's my goal. At least until I get under 10,000.
I don't see the big ball. Oh, there it is.
The nerves. This is going to be on.
Stand by for landing shadow. You can be over 100 meters per second, or I don't know what that is, above 10,000.
Yeah.
I can't even see straight right now, so.
Okay, well, so.
Radio silence. Pi says, what you want is to retrograde marker to be in the center of the blue part of the nav ball for touchdown.
Yes, it's getting there. It's drifting. It means I need to do a little this way. Nope.
Indicating 0 lateral speed. Don't
No,
scream.
no.
No!
No! Get back where you are.
Oh, Lord.
Get back.
Backwards.
Get back where you're going. Alright. No one's
Butt puckering. He said let her drift in radio silence. I know you guys do. I know this guy's through process.
Yeah, it looks like looks like our retrograde's gonna match up on us all automatically here. So let's just let it guide. We got 6,000 to go. Do a little short burst.
Standing by for landing shadow. If you don't turn it sideways again.
No turning sideways.
It's gonna be on a hill. You're probably gonna roll down the damn
lovely.
hill. Counter the motion.
Which motion?
Dance. I don't know. Just be gentle now. We are close.
3,000.
Center, straight and true. Keep your eyes peeled and your butthole puckered. You are my kind of person, Morbid Sasquatch.
This is as puckered as I could get. After these things, I'm gonna have to go totally get a drink.
Less than 17 meters per second landing. Jasper's 1, 2, 3. Use shift instead of X to bump up the throttle till you're right at hover. Do not stall. You can't just stop mid-air. Whoa. Manual throttle now. You guys are making my butt pucker.
Let her drift, she says.
Melted Clown says let her drift. I hope it's not on a hill. That's all I care about right now.
No. I wish. 1,000 meters.
As long as something is left, he's gonna drink that cola. That was the deal. Oh, don't be on the hill. Don't be on the hill. Looks like it's on the hill.
I know.
Do we just lose comms?
Oh God, no. I don't think so, because we still got SAS. 700. I got very little fuel left. 600.
Nice and easy.
500.
Let's see everybody come in and see if you die.
I know.
You got this.
There's the shadow.
Just let her hit. Don't fight the motion. I hope it's not on the hill. This is gonna happen.
Aw, damn it.
We got serious lateral movement.
And I lifted off back into the air.
Oh boy, and he lifted off
Dang
back
it.
in the air and he went back up.
It's okay.
What did I say?
I'm trying to be gentle. You said use like a little bit of throttle.
Oracle has spoken. Use shift key. Jasper says, what's landing speed? Melting clouds, let or drift?
Shift don't working.
No working on the shift key.
Ah!
Oh boy. Landing speed is ideally less than 7 meters per second. And you're hauling ass now. You're going back up in space.
I'm coming back down. Drift. I got 6 seconds of fuel. Luckily, it didn't take much.
Accept your fate.
Alright, hang on. I can't. No time for that right now.
Alright.
I can't move for mute. Just don't cough. Ah! Ah, you're nerve wracking.
Landing shadow.
Dang it!
Speed. Lateral. It's going back down again.
Dang it!
There it is. 12,
Shot myself
11.
back up into the planet! No!
Standing by for oh.
Ah!
You said you did hover training. He lied.
That was not on the moon.
Arrest your lateral.
How can I do that?
Well, flip. Lower horizontal speed says me minus.
Yeah. Well, we're about to like run out of fuel because.
You counter your motion like a helicopter would.
So I think we're in a comms blackout because I got no attitude control. So suicide burn it is.
Just turn against the motion. Yep.
I can't turn against the motion.
Turn north and burn.
I can't. I got no maneuvering control.
We're stuck like this.
We're hopping along the surface until we run out of
there
fuel.
There it goes. 20, 19, 8. Oh, and it goes back up. That's why you need comm stats. People are coming in to watch you die. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I'm out of control here.
Oh god.
Oh god. Here we go.
That's the worst possible thing. It's kaboom.
Oh.
It's suicide at this point. Your burn is irrelevant.
Just fire into.
Oh
Hey, whatever. We're going high up into the sky.
Oh.
Whatever.
Should have just landed.
I tried just landing, but it's just so much left.
Let her drift.
So much less um, how do you say? So much less thrust needed to stay up in the air.
Oh, you're coming right back down
Woo!
now, so.
Woo! Woo!
Oh.
Let's see, does it blow up better? Oh, it all blew up. Oh, what? What? Moon debris? Wait. Ah!
Fragment.
I think so.
Possible landing.
How do I get this screen to go away so I can check it? Just close?
Just
All
press
right, good.
close.
All right, good. It won't let me view that.
Sure it did, right there.
Well, I mean, it says the thing.
No target.
Moonar relay.
Switch to right. I
Bracket.
said you made a save while still in orbit, yes?
Well, there's something left.
Oh, we actually did
We
this.
did this. We got something down that didn't blow up.
Oh, now he's drinking.
Woo!
He's drinking. Yay!
Now we can mute. That was the most butt puckery hour.
2 hours!
Left. Oh, cool. Hey, look, we got full electrical charge, though. Look how nice that charge bay is.
Has landed in dramatic fashion. That's how we are. We're dramatic.
Yeah, nothing left from the pod, though, so... Guess we're pretty much done with this one, huh?
Not the worst first time I've ever seen. Yeah, that was our first time.
Alright. Well, for everybody who didn't see us at the beginning, yeah, mission good enough.
Yay! Thanks everybody for coming and watching us blow up into the moon.
We landed mostly on the moon. We got an engine and a couple of fuel tanks, empty fuel tanks. See, we can land later and just open up the fuel tanks and live in them, right?
What?
What are you going to be honest about now?
You got a lot more left than I thought you would. Yeah, right? I thought it was going to be little fragments.
Well, unfortunately, we did lose the no nearby to focus.
It's almost
okay,
all the
that's
rocket
cool.
except the important bit.
Yeah, right. Except for the part that actually communicates with anything. Well, there we are. Junk on the moon. We managed to litter the moon.
Our junk on the moon too. Yay!
Hey, what's this over here then?
Did you get new moon science?
I don't think we got science
What
on
is
the
that?
moon, though. Moon landing confirmed.
We did.
Let's see.
That was awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, transmit or recover
time.
science data from the surface of the moon?
Non-intact landing confirmation. Pi. For next time, when you get down to like 2K altitude, orient ship to the opposite side of the retro marker from the center of the blue part of nav ball.
Well, we'll have to do that while we have comms.
I'm sure he'll remember that. Then burn to push the retro marker.
Look, honestly, I was trying to do all of that. I just lost comms, so apparently I can make the engine burn, but I can't change orientation. It's a rather annoying kind of way to lose comms, but okay. So
I sent it to you.
Yeah.
I blocked and copied it.
Alright, cool. She blocked and copied it. Now we're safe. That's how we remember. Notes, notes, and more notes. Alrighty. Interesting. So, I happen to work in with a piece of software that does this kind of terrain map imagery.
C+.
For Earth. It's all based in C. And you can really tell, here's the lines of the terrain mesh. Pretty much the way same way we do it, same way just about everybody does a terrain mesh. But you can kind of see the wireframe underneath it. Anyway. C+. Oh, I was thinking C++ the language. But C+, that'll good. I'll take it. As my son recently told me, C's get degrees. So, what do you call a doctor who got all C's? You call him doctor. Alrighty, folks. Well, I think we're ready to be out. Let's see here. So, in case anybody missed it, we've got some buttons coming in, limited edition. Got all the details on the Patreon page, or will. You have to wait till these get in. I'm gonna add them to the Patreon page for sponsor members. And then we also have 3-inch stickers of this that anybody who comes in at the lowest level can will also get. So we'll add those rewards to the Patreon page once we get these things to actually come in and look like they claim they do. So feel free to check us out. Check out eunumpluribus.com. We got the page set up so we don't have to copy the links everywhere. So thanks for hanging out. We're heading off.
We'll see you on Sunday night or Saturday night.
Sounds like a plan. Bye.